I'm Peter, and I'd love to introduce you to the Loved and Light course. It's called Loved and Light, Called and Equipped. And what is it? It's an unusual 6-part, 6-session Lent or study group course, including a follow-up celebration. So if you ever wondered why the Lord God, capable of anything, didn't make us all identical, superstars, brilliant, glamorous, eloquent, successful, walking on water, polite teenagers, infallible, or at the very least a little bit more like that person over there who has it all together. I had heard so much about mission and discipleship, but somehow over many years I couldn't really relate to it. Perhaps because I discovered I had little confidence in my own story of life. I wasn't sure that this really was genuinely good news for me, let alone something I might inflict on others. So created this course to explore what God can do with ordinary people in their everyday faith, at home, the workplace, or communities in integrity. We wanted to encourage everybody who's looking for truth and open to questions about Jesus, discovering people's unique stories, discover they have some genuinely good news already, perhaps they didn't realise, to help understand their callings and the means to fulfil those unreasonable callings and then live dangerously. So why create another course? Well, I'd previously run and enjoyed the LICC Fruitfulness on the Frontline course 3 times and loved it, but realised there were a lot of questions from people and we needed a prequel. We wanted to go back and explore who we were as real people, all different, with different joys, hurts, experiences, and created differently in the first place. We wanted to look at how, perhaps unsurprisingly, we have unique stories which are worth sharing and might also be worth taking to the next level, exploring more. So we thought, what do we need to do to make this course work? Well, there's no oughts, no should do's, no right answers, but it is a place for real honesty with ourselves. It addresses our self-limiting beliefs. It asks, I am ordinary, but so can God do anything with me? Can he equip me? We use a lot of the Bible, the NIV and the Message together to surprise us with some well-known passages we haven't quite seen like that before. There's lots of questions, a few of which will be like keys to open doors for people. There's dangerous prayers, open hands. Well, God, if you're God, what do you want to do? We try to link Lent, a time perhaps of relinquishing things and giving things up, to Pentecost, a celebration, a time of grace and power from God. So bottom line, we're trying to link good foundations of who we are, discovering grace as we stumble forwards, being disciples and living real life. I really wanted Val to be involved. Val G on MBE, she is a very ordinary person. She could be happily retired, but she's still dangerous. The course includes some of her very fallible and human life story for us to relate to, along with her football hooligan son. And her story and our story is somehow that we are all loved and delighted in by the God of the universe. That it's okay. We need to actually love ourselves and somehow find God's grace to love the very unlikable, whether it's the street sex workers like Val does, or whether it's loving ourselves and the people around us. So it's 10 stories with 6 of Val, her joys and heartache. It's for everyone, long-term Christians or not, and really just those who want more out of life, more out of a faith journey, even if they don't know what more is. This is a place to explore. All those who want to understand who Jesus is and discover what real truth is in this fake news, post-truth world. And whether you're a churchgoer, current, or you've been previously burnt and disappointed, old or young, this is for you. The 6 sessions you can use at Lent at any time. It works with Zoom or when we're allowed to be together, starting with a social meeting of e-tea or e-coffee, then followed about 90 minutes of videos, reading, exercise, discussions. 6 sessions of these. The first one is journey. Am I on a journey, or is this as good as it gets? Followed by identity. Am I the wrong person in the wrong place? And then starting to pull apart What is my story so far? How did I get to this calling? If that's true, dangerous question, what's next? And if that is my calling, equipping. How do I do it? Do I just try harder, more resolutely? Or if God's interested, is he going to help me in this? And then finally, a 6th session to celebrate and encourage one another. Could be Pentecost or just a month or two later. It is easy to facilitate. It's pre-scripted, there's videos, there are written elements, there's lots of flexibility to mould it with the people around you. There's suggested timings, there's bits you can bypass, you can run it at full speed, half speed, and there's all sorts of guidelines to help you facilitate it at the back if you've never done anything like this. So if you care for people and are willing to try it. I would like to say a big thank you to Mark Green at LICC, Bishop Rachel, Colin Randall, and the many others who helped form and shape this course and encourage me in its creation. So this is a course to help you and your church and your neighbours live life well. Where do you get it? This is available from a good internet near you. Gloucester Diocese also has lots of handbooks freely available. If you want to know more or just have a look at us, it's all free. Go online and have a look for lovedandlight.com. So whether you're young or not so young, the truth is we've hardly seen the tip of the iceberg of the grace of God. If you want to discover more, come and join us.